Hey there, I'm Sherry Clark, registered dietitian, and recently I wanted to do a survey of all of my clients, past and present, who have been through my programs to see from their perspective what is the most common emotion that will trigger them to head to the refrigerator. And the number one emotion actually was not boredom. So this video is on boredom. Boredom was number two. Stress and anxiety was number one. So look for that in another video. But if you are someone who finds yourself eating or drinking those extra calories because you are bored, keep watching my video and I'm going to show you how you can change that behavior. Let's talk about eating or drinking because we are bored. If you think back, or if you've had babies, you can't think back to when you were a baby because you don't remember that, but if you've been around babies, right? And babies, how do you know when they're hungry? They can't tell you. They can't walk up and open the refrigerator, right? Babies cry when they are hungry. How do you know that a baby is full? They can't say, I'm full. They can't even back away from the table. What do though? They push the bottle or the nipple away, or they fall asleep. You quickly learn as a caregiver, as a mother, when baby's hungry, when baby is full. But very quickly as we age, we get away from that. We need to only eat when we're hungry. We need to stop when we were full, just like when we were first born. But as you can imagine, very quickly we get away from that because we are taught food is all these other things. Food is comfort. Food is a reward when you make good grades. Food is love. I love you, so I made you these brownies. So anyway, that's a different video. But what we have to do if we're going to stop emotional eating, and in this case, bored eating, is step number one. We have to establish whether or not we are hungry. The best way to do that, and this is the number one best habit that you could actually instill, is every time before you go to eat or drink, pause and ask yourself, am I physically hungry? To do that, take a sticky note, put it anywhere where you eat, cupboard, refrigerator, kitchen table, workroom, workspace, wherever it is that you typically eat and drink. And get in that habit of asking yourself, am I hungry? So what we're going to do the next time we're bored and we on autopilot are now thinking about looking at the refrigerator or the cabinet for a snack, we're going to pause and say, wait a minute, am I hungry? If you aren't sure if you are hungry, then the answer is no. Hunger, you should feel hunger in your stomach first. It is a physical feeling. It is not an emotion. And if you're like, oh, I'm not really sure if I'm hungry or not, then the answer is no. The next thing you need to know is that if my answer is no and I'm not physically hungry, whatever calories that I give my body in food, drink, whatever form, the body has not asked for these. The body does not need these calories. And so what do you think is going to happen? It's probably going to store it up on your stomach, on your hips, wherever you store excess weight. So sometimes just the visual of that, getting in the habit of asking yourself, am I hungry? No, I just want to eat this because I'm bored. Getting the visual of taking that food out of the refrigerator and slapping it on your thighs or your hips, for some people is a motivator that they can say, I'm going to make a different choice. Another tip is to look at when this occurs. Do you see a pattern of when in your day or in your week that you typically get bored and turn to food? I'll tell you about a client that I was working with recently, Cindy. Cindy's had shared custody with her kids. So every other Sunday, she did not have her kids for the entire day. And what Cindy found herself doing was around 3 o'clock getting bored and turning to eat. So the Sundays when she had her kids, she wouldn't be bored. But this was a pattern that she saw. So she noted she wasn't hungry. It was 3 o'clock. So what we did was we just changed her schedule around so that every Sunday afternoon, that is when she went to the grocery store. So now she's got something to do. You could be exercising Sundays at 3. That could be the time you go and meet a friend for coffee, whatever. But, you know, we're filling something else into her schedule so that she's not always at home every other Sunday at 3, which is when she typically gets bored and is challenged with eating. I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil or pen and think about 10 activities that you could do the next time you are bored and you are tempted to eat or drink. I work with my clients on this, and to be perfectly honest, there's always something we could do, right? Like go clean out the car, go vacuum, clean out the garage. So sometimes it's that we're bored and we know we could do something really productive. We don't want to do it, and that's okay. So what I tell my clients to do is to make a list of 5 like fun activities and 5 productive activities. So the next time you are bored, you look at this list, and maybe productive is to go clean your car, but fun is to call a friend that you haven't talked to in over a month. And so you have options here, because I know a lot of times when we're bored, it's just really hard to do something that may be super productive, but not that much fun. Here's some good news for you. With the clients that I have worked with, they are usually triggered to eat due to a variety of emotions, but the one that I have found is the easiest to work on and fix is eating when you're bored. Step 1, you've got to have an awareness of it, what you're doing. Step 2, you've got to ask yourself, am I physically hungry? And if the answer is no, you've got to find an alternative activity, productive activity, or fun activity. And you just repeat that until it becomes a habit. My name's Sherry Clark. I'm a registered dietitian, and I focus on working with people who are triggered to eat due to their emotions. So if you want to check out more about my programs and my online courses, you can head over to sherryclarknutrition.com. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe and hit notifications so that you can see more of my videos. I put them out every single week. All right, take care, and thanks again for watching.